welcome to another video. Today, I'm going to agonize you all by reminding you that Tower of Nero will be released until October. Oh, and also counting down the top 10 things we can't wait to see in the last Camp HalfBlood book. 10. I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait to see more of Meg. Meg's bluntness and putting Lester in his place will never not be funny. Riordan leaked the first 2 chapters of the book, and so far, Meg has repeatedly told Lester to shut up, which seems pretty on par with her character in general. Meg's general attitude is just so great. I know people are really looking forward to seeing more of Nico and Will in this book, but please remember that Meg is the main character and she deserves more love. How will her confrontation with her stepfather play out? I've theorized in the past that I also think Meg will meet her mother in this book, and if so, how will that play out? Side note, have you guys ever thought about the fact that because Meg and Nico's godly parents don't get along, by consequence, they shouldn't get along? Like, I don't think that'll be part of the plot because I doubt Nico would spend time bickering with some 12-year-old child, but I could just imagine Lester spending the entire quest worried that Meg and Nico hate each other and that they'll just suddenly attack each other while both of them are completely oblivious to this. 9. I adore Lester's sense of humor. From his flirting with everyone to his general overconfidence to just him being him, Lester's narration, as well as his personality in general, is something I am itching to see more of. Again, we don't appreciate Lester's general hilariousness enough. We're often very focused on the older characters that return in each book, but Lester's just generally a great character, and he has some awesome development. I'm really curious to know how his story will end, and I'm looking forward to some hilarious Lester moments in the next book. Lester is just such a funny character. Like, do y'all remember when his most effective weapon was a Brazilian flag? Because I do, and I still laugh about it to this day. 8. It's confirmed this book will take us back to Camp HalfBlood. Rereading the original Percy Jackson books, I loved the capture the flag parts and the counselor's meetings with all our favorite side characters. Camp HalfBlood in general is just something I can't wait to see again, since we haven't gotten any CHB stuff since the Hidden Oracle. I just can't wait to see all the amazing side characters again, like Paolo, Holly and Laurel, Victor, Kayla, Austin. It's hard to describe, but the Demigod Camp just has this general homey vibe to it that just reading about it makes me so nostalgic for the original PJO books. The general vibe of Camp HalfBlood is just something I'm dying to see again. That makes very little sense now that I say it, but hopefully you guys don't think I'm crazy. I mean, if you do, I don't see why this would be new information, but 7. Persebeth. Percy and Annabeth likely won't have a very big role in this book, but you can't finish up the Camp HalfBlood Chronicles without including the characters who started it all. This includes Grover. Riordan has said that the Tower of Nero will take the series home, and you can't do that without including the OGs Percy and Annabeth. 6. How will Camp HalfBlood react to Jason's death? Camp Jupiter had a very emotional reaction to it, a reaction that brought the entire Legion to tears. Jason has done a lot for Camp HalfBlood too, and I can only imagine what everyone's reaction is going to be. Percy and Annabeth will obviously be very upset. In fact, that's probably the reason why Annabeth was crying at the end of Ship of the Dead. And so will Nico, considering how good of a friend Jason was to him. Also, consider the fact that not only will Nico have a big role in this book, but he can summon the dead. Will he summon Jason's ghost at some point, or will he summon Jason's ghost at some point? Let's be honest, if Nico doesn't summon Jason's spirit, it's just kind of going to be the elephant in the room throughout the entire book. The guy can summon the dead, and Jason was one of his dearest friends. Doesn't it only make sense that he'll summon Jason's ghost? Okay, I kind of understand why this might not happen, since, like, I guess it kind of contradicts the whole message about, you know, loss isn't fair and there's nothing you can do about it and blah blah blah, but I don't know, I still hope that Jason appears at some point in ghost form. 5. I think we're all very much looking forward to the return of the dysfunctional gays, Will and Nico. We all know they're gonna have a big role in this book, and it's needless to say that this fandom can't wait to see them again. What will we learn about Will in this book? He's a year-rounder at camp, implying that his mom is either dead or there's some reason why he can't live with her. Maybe it's because she was abusive, maybe it's because Will has no choice but to stay at camp year-round since he's the main healer, who knows. Also, Nico. Can you imagine the scene where Lester arrives at camp and updates everyone on what's been happening since the Hidden Oracle? Because I can. He starts singing The Fall of Jason Grace, just like he did back at Camp Jupiter, and everyone is sad. Many campers are crying, but Nico, he's bawling. He's trying his best to hide it, but he's clearly devastated at having lost another friend. And to make matters worse, Lester notices how much this news has upset Nico and tries to make him feel better by mentioning that Hazel also got promoted to Praetor back in New Rome, which makes Nico happy, but he quickly asks if something happened to Frank or Reyna. Lester assures him that both of them are alive and well, and then launches into an explanation about Reyna joining the Hunters. We know that Nico still doesn't like the Hunters, and he holds a grudge against Thalia and her hunting comrades over Bianca's death. As I already mentioned when I theorized about this book in a previous video, All that to say, I doubt he'll have the best reaction upon learning what's happened to Jason and Raina since he last heard from them. 4. Lester and Meg's completed character arcs. People may be excited about our fandom's favorite characters taking the limelight now and then, but the true journey has always been that of Lester and that of Meg. I've already talked about how I'm curious to see how their stories will end, but where will they go when it's all over? Meg still has a home in Ithales, and in the Burning Maze, it seems the main reason she can't stay there is because she still has a quest to finish. So when the quest is over, will she and Lester finally part ways bittersweetly with Meg returning to her childhood home? I don't want to see these guys separated after their amazing journey together, but I have a feeling that might be what happens. Also, where will Lester go? I have a hard time believing the series will end with him returning to Olympus. Will he stay at Camp HalfBlood? Will he regain his godhood at all? I suppose we can't know until the book is released, but damn, I have so many questions about how this will end. I just hope the character arcs will be done well, though I really don't know what specifically to expect. 3. It wouldn't be the end of a Riordan series without a final battle. Honestly, I just can't wait for that one huge battle for the fate of the world. I can't wait to see the forces of Camp HalfBlood charge into battle one last time. Hopefully, Camp Jupiter and the Hunters of Artemis will also join the fight. I don't really know how else to describe it. I'm just looking forward to the Trials of Apollo version of the Battle of Manhattan, where Clarice killed the Drakon and Selena took Clarice's battle armor and the whole thing with Ethan and Luke at the end. I just hope this final battle is at least somewhat similar to that one because that one was awesome. 2. As I said, it's the last Camp HalfBlood book. All our favorite characters just have to be there. I'm obviously not expecting these characters to be given a huge role, but I'm still dying to see Percy, Annabeth, Grover, Thalia, Raina, Calypso, Leo, Piper, Hazel, Frank, Tyson, Ella. Yeah, I think there are a little too many to name. Point is, the epic final battle just has to have all our favorite characters. I don't care if they're only given like 2 lines, they just have to be there. If this is going to be the end of the Camp HalfBlood books, all our favorite characters should be there. Even though Percy and Annabeth are technically supposed to be done with this gist, they better be in this book during the final battle. That would just be so epic to see all our demigod friends, new and old, charging into battle. It has to happen, okay? 1. I don't really know how else to put this, but the most important thing about this book is just that it has a satisfying ending. I doubt Rick should have to kill off any characters to make us cry. Just the fact that it's the last book should be enough to make us cry. But the most important thing about this book is that the ending is, well, I don't know if happy is the right word. The best endings are usually bittersweet, but the ending should just be good. I'm aware that is a very ambiguous way to put it, but I don't know what else to say. In my mind, I'm just picturing everyone sitting at the campfire together, eating blue cupcakes, but who knows what will happen. Anyways, I guess that's it for today's video. Let me know what you thought in the comments. What are you most looking forward to seeing in Tower of Nero? Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next week. Adios.